Hi, this is a review for the HAVIT HV-H2188D Virtual 4D Vibration Computer Gaming Headphones / headset. Basically what you have is a headset that uses the old-fashioned 3.5mm plugs on the end for your microphone and your headphone jacks. It comes with the USB on there. This is strictly to turn the pretty lights on the side of this headset. Now, this headset, there's a lot that I like about it, but there's also a lot where I feel it falls just a little bit short in a few different categories. The first is the fit. I've had other headsets that have been too small in the past, and that's a problem. This one, definitely for larger, monstrous heads like mine. But the problem for me is that you can't really get it very tight because it uses this little band here, which is on a couple little elastic bands that come out from the side, as you can see there, as the way to tighten it. There's no other adjustments. You can't pull, you can't push. So the headset is pretty much a fit length. It stabilizes itself by using the secondary headband, which for me, I look like I'm looking like a astronaut there with the huge helmet. For me, see, they move around and they just don't get tight. And I have a really large head. Most people are probably going to have a smaller head. I don't know how you're going to get these to fit tightly, and especially if you're one of these gamers, that likes to move around and get into it. So that's one thing I'm not really thrilled about. The pads themselves, these are nice. They're large. They do a great job of enclosing my ear so you don't hear things going on around you. They are very comfortable in that regard. I just wish they could get a little bit tighter. The microphone quality, I will insert a little bit of the audio that I recorded from the microphone. The microphone's not great. Getting it to pick up the sound. Granted, everybody's sound card's a little bit different, so your mileage may vary here. On my USB sound card, I had to turn the gain up all the way when you go down into your window settings, or if you're using a different manufacturer for the operating system, it'll vary a little bit. But I go down to the recording controls, chose the microphone input, had to bring that all the way up to 100% to get a nice amount of volume to it. And at that percentage, I was getting a little bit of a feedback, a little bit of a high-pitched noise. So I had to back that down a little bit. And so you might hear a little bit of that in the recording. And overall, the sound quality wasn't as good as I've heard in other places. It was passable for the microphone, but it wasn't the best sounding microphone that I've heard. But let me play a couple seconds of that audio for you now. Hi, this is a sample of the audio recorded directly from the HAVIT HV-H2188D headset. This audio was recorded using the microphone from the headset. Now, the next thing is the overall sound quality that you're hearing when you're listening to these. And for that, I don't have any major complaints. It's pretty good. The bass is definitely excellent. And their 4D vibration seems to work pretty well. It doesn't add as much of an effect as some other gaming headsets that I've tried, but I'm not saying that makes them any worse. Having any of that vibration, I think, is almost enough to get noticed. Sometimes you can go overboard with it. So I think this has a nice amount of that vibration control. The thing I had a problem with these headphones is in the high mids and the really high range, in that it was a little too just not muddied, but it wasn't super clear. And in a gaming headset, I want as much clarity as I possibly can, because if somebody is, say, walking up from behind you on a gravel surface, you want to be able to hear that, and you want to be able to you want to get the nuances. So the sound quality, not enough to totally kill this headphone for me. It's pretty good, better than others, but it's missing a little bit of that high end. So be aware of that. And that, along with the microphone not being great, with the fit being just a little bit too big, I can't say that these are my favorite headphones out there. I was kind of curious because there's a pair that I reviewed fairly recently, and I wanted to see how they compared price-wise on these. So I went back and looked at those, and the ones that I thought were better than this were also $10 cheaper. So, definitely shop around, check things out, and understand too, a lot of people seem confused, and I know real gamers won't be, but a lot of people seem confused with headsets like this. When they get a control box or the control ends like this, they see USB and they automatically think, oh, it's either or, and you can plug this in and you're going to get audio over USB. You won't. This is, again, strictly for the lights. If I can find an open port here where I can stick these into, you can see the pretty little lights come on either side, but that's really all the USB connection is there for. It's not there for audio at all, so be aware of that. With any type of headphone, if you see those connectors, the USB is probably just for pretty lights, not for audio, so understand you don't have a defective headset. It's just the way things are. So overall, again, unfortunately, this isn't one of my favorite headsets. It's not a horrible headset, but I think you can do better for probably a few less bucks. So, again, look around, see what the other headsets have. If the microphone was a little, microphone a little better, a little more clarity in the sound, and a little bit of a tighter fit, would be definitely recommending these. So they're close, but they need to make some adjustments on these before I can really give these a big recommended rating. Again, this is a review of the HAVIT HV-H2188D virtual 4D vibration computer gaming headset. One was provided for the purposes of this review, but that does not guarantee a good review. I am Darren O'Neill. Thank you for watching.